You've tried everything. Coloring books gather dust, puzzles remain untouched, and outdoor play suggestions trigger tantrums. Your child rejects every alternative activity you offer, claiming nothing is fun except their iPad. You're starting to believe your child is truly different, that they genuinely can't find joy in anything that doesn't involve a screen. But there's one activity that breaks through even the most resistant screen-addicted child's defenses, and most parents never discover it because it goes against everything we think we know about engaging young children. At the end of this video, I'll reveal exactly what this activity is and the three-step method for implementing it successfully. The reason traditional alternatives fail isn't because your child is uniquely screen-dependent or because they lack creativity. It's because most activities parents offer are passive experiences that can't compete with the immediate stimulation and instant gratification that screens provide. When you suggest reading, drawing, or playing with toys, you're asking your child's overstimulated nervous system to find satisfaction in activities that feel slow and underwhelming compared to the high-intensity input they're accustomed to. Your child's brain has been trained to expect constant change, bright colors, immediate responses, and continuous novelty. Traditional quiet activities feel boring not because they actually are boring, but because your child's dopamine receptors have been conditioned to need much higher levels of stimulation to register as interesting or rewarding. This is why the activity that works when nothing else does might surprise you: controlled destruction. I'm talking about activities that allow your child to safely break, tear, smash, or demolish things in supervised, purposeful ways. This taps into a primal satisfaction that exists in every human being, but is rarely channeled constructively in modern parenting. Here's your actionable insight. Create what I call a destruction station. Using materials specifically intended to be destroyed. Fill a large plastic bin with bubble wrap for popping, old magazines for tearing, cardboard boxes for crushing, ice cubes for smashing with toy hammers, or even old electronics that can be safely taken apart with child-appropriate tools. The key is that these materials exist solely for the purpose of being destroyed, so there's no guilt or rule-breaking involved. Controlled destruction works because it provides the high-intensity sensory input that your child's screen-conditioned brain craves, while engaging their whole body in ways that screens never can. The satisfying pop of bubble wrap, the resistance and give of tearing paper, the impact of smashing ice, these create immediate, intense sensory feedback that rivals the stimulation of digital devices. But destruction alone isn't enough. The three-step method that makes this truly effective begins with step 1: pure destruction. For the first few sessions, let your child simply destroy materials without any goals or structure. They need to experience the raw satisfaction of high-intensity activity without pressure to create or accomplish anything specific. Step 2 is purposeful destruction. Now you introduce simple challenges or goals. Can you pop all the bubbles in this section? Or, let's see how small you can tear these papers. This adds cognitive engagement while maintaining the satisfying sensory input. You're bridging between pure destruction and more complex activities. Step 3 is creative construction. Here's where the magic happens. Your child uses destroyed materials to create something new. Torn paper becomes collage art, crushed cardboard becomes building materials, popped bubble wrap becomes texture stamps. They experience both the high stimulation destruction phase and the satisfaction of creative accomplishment. This progression works because each step builds on the neurological satisfaction of the previous one, while gradually introducing more complex thinking and planning. Your child's brain learns that non-screen activities can provide intense satisfaction, but in ways that also develop their creativity and problem-solving skills. The timing of introducing destruction activities matters. Don't offer them when your child is already calm and engaged with other activities. Save them for moments when they're asking for screens or complaining that nothing else is fun. The controlled destruction becomes their new go-to activity for intense stimulation needs. Safety is obviously crucial. Always supervise destruction activities, provide appropriate tools, and establish clear boundaries about what can and cannot be destroyed. The goal is channeling destructive impulses constructively, not creating chaos or safety hazards. Many parents worry that destruction activities will make their child more aggressive or destructive in other areas. Research actually shows the opposite. Children who have appropriate outlets for high energy, intense sensory experiences become calmer and more regulated in other situations. It's like providing a pressure release valve for their overstimulated nervous system. The beauty of this approach is that it honors your child's need for intensity while redirecting it toward activities that engage their creativity, problem-solving skills, and physical coordination. Instead of fighting against their brain's conditioning, you're working with it while gradually rewiring their satisfaction pathways. After several weeks of regular destruction station activities, most children begin seeking out other high-engagement alternatives on their own. They've learned that non-screen activities can provide the intensity they crave, and their confidence in finding satisfaction outside digital devices grows exponentially. The controlled destruction approach works when nothing else does because it meets your child exactly where they are neurologically, then gradually guides them toward healthier patterns of stimulation and satisfaction. Comment below and let me know what you are currently struggling with relating to your kids' obsession with screens. Click the link or check my bio to discover an ebook that can give you all the skills that you need to stop your child's screen addiction.